Detroit City, they're getting ready to take the pitch once again. Well, the atmosphere inside Keyworth Stadium, electric. Openo able to turn around, the header, it's in the back of the net. Oh, it's off the post and then put in. Detroit City score late. Is there anything Detroit City FC can't do? Makes its way through Pasta. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium, where tonight the red-hot Detroit City FC side plays host to New York Red Bulls 2 in USL Championship Soccer action. Alongside my broadcast partner, John Krieger. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you all with us. And as we take a look at the Eastern Conference standings, John, this Detroit City FC side right now on a heater, as we said, and they are climbing accordingly.
Unbeaten in their last 8 across all competitions and playing a great brand of soccer right now, thrilling the fans. It's a great role to be on. It needs to continue tonight against the team they should beat.
And speaking of somebody that's been on a roll as well, of course, Antoine Openo has been a guy, John, and every time there is a big moment late in a match, in some form or fashion, Antoine Openo's involved.
Big goals in big games. He's going to have to do that again tonight against the team you saw in the standings on the bottom half of the table, New York Red Bulls. Openo, 2 game-winning goals and a couple of Team of the Week performances as well. He's quick on the ball. He's got a great field vision. He will stir the drink today.
On the other side for New York Red Bulls, too, they have been struggling as of late, but they opened some eyes with a draw against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. And Jeremy Raffanello, a guy who played just 1 year of college soccer, left to turn pro. He provided the fireworks for them to get that draw.
You know what? You love a player that backs themselves, that says, I can leave the college system. I'm ready to go and try my wares at this level of competition. And he's found 2 goals in his last 3 matches. He's really starting to round very nicely into form. He's one to watch today.
Absolutely, he is. We have a big-time matchup for you. Detroit City FC trying to keep it rolling. And when we come back, we'll get you the starting 11s. And, of course, we will kick it. Detroit City FC, New York Red Bulls 2, coming up next.
Open. Here you go, buddy. Thank you.
You may kiss the bride.
Love you, Dad.
Oh my God, it's our baby girl.
Football is a big deal in this house. So when Maurice was injured, we immediately thought the worst. To see my baby lose his joy hurt.
The DMC, Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, is here to help athletes get back in the game.
They're like family. It was a long road, but we made it back.
DMC, Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, a community built on care.
DTE Energy customers can get their share of huge lifetime energy cost savings. How? By using our website. The Oslin's new programmable thermostat saved them a bundle. And their new efficient furnace earned them a hefty rebate. All over Michigan, people like the Oslins are saving. Why not you? There are always new ways to save at dteenergy.com/saveenergy. DTE Energy.
Hello, I'm Tillman Fertitta, owner of the Golden Nugget Casinos, and I've got some big news. Drum roll, please. The Golden Nugget online casino is live in Michigan. Place a bet on your favorite teams through our new sports book or play your favorite slot and table games, all from the convenience of your phone at goldennuggetcasino.com.
Sign up now and we'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. Visit goldennuggetcasino.com.
Detroit City FC is presented by Doubletree Suites by Hilton in downtown Detroit is proud to be the official hotel partner of Detroit City FC. The Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Chevy drives the Motor City. Strategic Staffing Solutions. And Ally, the official financial services partner of DCFC. Today, Detroit City FC starting lineup presented by Detroit Medical Center. DMC proud to be the official healthcare partner for Detroit City FC. And John, as you look out there at the 11, business as usual, as the kids say.
Well, I think it's, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And you're unbeaten in your last 8. So it ain't broke. Don't fix it. What you're going to see up front, Openo, Pato, and Rutz leading the line. But the big man to watch, Steve Carroll, has been excellent in defense. That back line, great.
On the other side for New York Red Bulls 2, their starting lineup presented by Doubletree Suites by Hilton in downtown Detroit. Proud to be the official hotel partner of Detroit City FC. Some firepower missing for Red Bulls 2. Of course, Jordan Adebayo Smith not available here today due to health and safety protocol, so certainly that attack takes a hit.
It's a young team, and you know what? It's a team that is very technically sound, but not necessarily seasoned. They're going up against a more seasoned side in Detroit City FC. It's an uphill road to climb for them here at Keyworth Stadium today.
And speaking of unavailable, the head coach for New York Red Bulls 2, Gary Lewis, not available as well due to health and safety protocols. Ibrahim Sagaya will assume the coaching duties today for Red Bulls 2. Detroit City FC here at Keyworth Stadium, and we are underway. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. Happy to have you along for USL Championship Soccer. Usual electricity from the Northern Guard. Out early, long ball sent up ahead, the left side. Pendant the target. And jogging up for the throw, Lucas Monzon. He was a last-minute addition to this roster. The native of Brazil, comes from the Uruguay First Division. Maxi Rodriguez heads it out of the 18.
Nice early pressure here from Red Bulls 2. Detroit City tried to start early and on the front foot, just kind of take control of things. Nice job by Red Bulls 2 to flip the script a little bit, put some early pressure on the hosts.
Raffanella will serve the corner. Now, it is interesting to note these corners as you see him, as Raffanello serves it into the box, and that's headed back across and chipped out. Opening kick temperature 60 degrees here in Hamtramck. The wind is out of the east at about 15 miles per hour. So as you look at your television screen right now, picture it blowing right directly into your face at 15 miles an hour. So the corner kicks here from each side, this side of the pitch rather, will be directly into that wind.
And it is blowing directly across the pitch, so really whichever side a corner's on is going to affect how set pieces are played today.
That ball cleared out by the captain, Stephen Carroll. Through the back, Sam Williams, another last-minute addition to this Red Bull side, plays that one up ahead. Just 17 years old. Part of the New York Red Bulls Academy. The flag is up along the far side. Now for the Golden Edge, presented by Golden Nugget Online Gaming. Let's take a look at what Detroit City needs to do to strike gold in this match, John.
Simple, ride the wave. You haven't lost in 8 matches across all competitions. You want to keep that going, and that's certainly something they're looking to do today against what is admittedly an easier part of their schedule. Key number 2, down but never out. Outscoring opponents 10-1 in the second half in that 8-match unbeaten run. And in the world of soccer, you want to be a finisher, not a starter. So when you've been able to come back and get points on 4 separate occasions from losing positions at halftime, that says something about the fight and finishing ability of Trevor James's club.
First 5 minutes of this match presented by DMC, the official healthcare partner for Detroit City FC. Go where the pros go. DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Learn more at dmc.org/sports. Into the 4th minute. John Murphy threads that pass through. Trying to go back to Murphy. Red Bulls 2 unable to connect. But it's interesting, John, you talked about what this Red Bulls 2 side will look to do, and they are as advertised right now. They are looking to play high. They are looking to press. They are looking to possess as well. Very strong. You know, it's interesting. You look at them so far through this match, and the record doesn't quite make sense because they're a very confident-looking group.
No, they're confident and competent. And I think the record is where it is because they played some difficult opponents, but also because this is an academy side. It's a training side. It's what it's supposed to be, is developing players for the MLS side, New York Red Bulls. And so when you have that situation and you're playing a system that is designed to integrate with a system for a completely different team, it can sometimes lead to bad results on the back end of things. And New York Red Bulls MLS side won't be as worried about those results on this end. What you will see today, number one, run. Just like Atlanta United 2. They're going to play fast-paced soccer for 90 minutes. Number two, they will be physical. Red Bulls are known for their physicality. Don't be surprised to see some challenges that leave a little bit on them.
Murphy with some service up towards the box. That whistle will go against Avante Mullings. Played his college soccer at Florida Gulf Coast. He scored 28 goals in 57 matches. He was the Atlantic Sun Player of the Year last year. So goal scoring is an art, as we also look at Trevor James. Been with Detroit City FC since 2019. More than 30 years of coaching and scouting at the highest levels of soccer, not just in America, but in the world.
So, Neil, let's take a look at the formation of Red Bulls 2. It's a 3-4-3 that could play into the advantage of Detroit City as this match moves on, because it isn't the five that the City are used to seeing against them in midfield in a lot of different environments. And so with only 4 in midfield, with committing 3 up top, and having to have them up there and trying to provide service, you have the opportunity to play the ball through midfield. That's something Detroit City likes to do.
Openo plays it along the line, looking for Connor Rutz. Red Bulls 2 able to keep the control temporarily anyway. Steven Serwada in the mix along that touchline.
This is second verse, same as the first kind of start for Detroit City. Tried to get the ball rolling early, and they're kind of back in the turtle shell a little bit here in the early going. Red Bulls pressing high, the high press working, forcing City back.
And here's Connor Rutz. Up to play his cross. And that ball along the line. Good effort from Juan Castillo. Castillo unable to maintain that possession, however. Here comes City again. That ball chipped up for Openo. Checked up nicely. Openo's cross. Overcooks it a bit.
But you like to see that kind of aggressiveness, really. You like to be able to get that kind of joy down the wings. And I think Openo, that one rode the wind a little bit. I don't know that it was definitely overcooked, but it was certainly not taking into account the brisk crossfield wind right now.
Corner locked throw in for Monzon as he tosses it in. Le Diop was working for that possession, and now City does come away with it, and there is some space. Reese Williams up ahead looking for Ponto. Crowd here wanted the whistle, did not get it.
Yeah, nothing doing there. That's a good shoulder challenge. Didn't really go in recklessly.
Let's see, what's this, a corner?
Let's have a look. Yeah,
oh,
wow.
Right there, right at the end.
Bit of a miss there. The assistant referees today, Jake Brochu and Jacob Little, along the lines. Who would have adjudicated that? Referee today, Eric Tattersall, and the fourth is Kevin Fikar.
Jacob Little, one of the young and upcoming referees, certainly in this region. It's Nate Steinwasher off the line to scoop that one up. And there you see, that's a good look at the pressure from New York Red Bulls too. That was something that they had talked about. That is something that they do. If the keeper's going to possess it, and if the keeper's going to play it, they're going to come after it.
They will run at you, and they will make you make a decision. Look at that. 2 players just watching, spying Steinwasser as he dribbles out toward the top of his area. And now they'll make him make a play.
New York Red Bulls 1-5-1. They're in 13th place in the Eastern Conference, but they are coming off that 1-1 draw with Tampa Bay Rowdies. And Tampa Bay had to equalize in the 85th minute to get that draw. Overlapping around by Reese Williams, Ponto, Rodriguez, tons of space, Diop at the top.
Good decision to send it out wide. That's what City wants to do to set up.
Stephen Carroll retreats.
Wynn took that ball, Neil. Took it away from Carroll.
And that's on the turf, too. It's not like it's up above, up there in the wind. Wind is that strong. It will take it even on the ground. That comes right into the midsection. A.J. Marcucci makes the grab. One of the more decorated college careers you're ever going to see by Marcucci as he gets it back. First team Division III All-American at Connecticut College. Beautiful ball sent up ahead. Pendant with it. Felipe swings it over, but getting back to Marcucci. Division III All-American, 54 matches played, 25 clean sheets. So almost half the time, the team never scored when he was out there. That's my crack math skills at work.
And you know what? He's continued that form here with Red Bulls too. He's technically on loan from the first team, on loan from the MLS Red Bulls side. All he's done is come in and he has maintained a 1.5 goals against average. But he's maintained a 1.5 goals against average, Neil, with a lineup that is continually changing.
And leads USL Championship in saves, might I add, too.
Absolutely. And so you're sitting there, he's facing a lot of shots. He's already faced 32 shots on the season on target. So he's getting peppered. His defense in front of him keeps chopping and changing because that's what happens when you're in an academy side, basically, or a second, a reserved side. And so he still manages to perform. Marcucci, a solid keeper.
Reese Williams pings it back to the captain, Stephen Carroll. Opino was the target there. Just went away from him. Next 5 minutes presented by University of Michigan Flint, offering a flexible world-class education. U of M Flint, ready to help you help your own future. Find the right program at umflint.edu. Ibrahim Sagaya taking over the coaching duties. As we said in the open, Gary Lewis not available due to health and safety protocols.
And the health and safety protocols kind of grew as things went on. We found out that Jordan Adebayo Smith wouldn't take part in today's contest because of health and safety protocols. Then the player was removed from their 18, the Red Bulls 18 nap, shortly before the match. So something to watch for New York Red Bulls.
And cross was blocked right up into the middle of the Northern Guard, as you see. Now we have a player down for Red Bulls 2 as the athletic training staff will make their way out.
Sirwada got the business end of a collision.
Steven Sirwada played 1 match for the Ugandan national team last month. Back on March 25th against Tajikistan.
And this is exactly, by the way, what both of these teams don't want right now. You're standing out there 13 minutes in, got a bit of a lather going, you're warmed up, you got an injury, treatment out there for 5 minutes in the middle of a crossway. Just what you don't want as you get going here.
So Sirwada will make his way over towards the touchline. You saw just a couple seconds ago Red Bulls 2 bench beginning to stir. Meantime, Red Bulls 2 will toss it in. We're in the 14th minute. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you at Keyworth Stadium, USL Championship Soccer on a Saturday afternoon. As we said, opening kick temperature was 60 degrees, but don't let that fool you. Very windy here today. Does not feel like 60 degrees. I feel confident saying that.
I would echo that, partner. It is late March weather here at Keyworth Stadium today.
We may see some rain towards the end of this match. Calling for it about 5:30, 5:45-ish. Serwada tries to step through Opino, but the old KG veteran Antoine Opino does the job.
I'll tell you what, he cleaned up his mistake. He gave away that ball and worked to, in a position without giving away a foul, which can happen sometimes in frustration for the giveaway, track back and got the dispossession.
Declan Wynn nearly got a takeaway. That would have led to a counter for City. Declan Wynn, John, really has been a player that's come on over the last couple matches for Detroit City.
He has. Great on the wing, a lot of pace. Service on a dime, by the way. Really has been a gem for Trevor James's club. Gives them a lot of options working on the wing.
Amu Mensah fires that ball up ahead looking for Pato. Into the 18. Pato tried to step through. And I'll tell you what, no one will notice that. Big assist to the member of the Northern Guard. That ball bounced up into the crowd. That member of the Northern Guard caught Amu Mensah perfectly in stride, who was able to step into it and toss it into the 18.
Oh, that's home advantage, my friend.
That is, absolutely.
And Declan Wynn, by the way, also for Detroit City FC, had that equalizer last week against Hartford that I think really changed the tide of that match. Energized the squad.
Throw ahead for Connor Rudds. Unable to connect.
But this is on brand for Detroit City FC, Neil. A slow start, kind of revving the engines a little bit. And now we see them kind of expand a little bit and get into the way they want to play the rest of this match.
Ball pinged out towards midfield. John Murphy trying to turn with it. Murphy spent last year with Union Omaha, USL League One. Has a goal this year.
Union Omaha, a club that has had its time in the spotlight, knocking off Chicago Fire at Soldier Field in the U.S. Open Cup.
Murphy down on the pitch. Let's take another look and see what the deal was here.
Ooh, got stepped on. Take a stud to the top of the boot. I guarantee you it doesn't feel great.
Sam Williams, a 17-year-old, lining things up for the restart. New York Red Bulls Academy chips it up towards the line. Beautiful job done keeping that in play by Castillo. Castillo pops that one up in the air. Then it's almost the first one to it. Out of speed, some space here for Red Bulls 2. Ball laid off. Stephen Carroll back, and he cuts out the cross from Raffanello, who made a bid.
That's a great job by Carroll, just to stay with his man, keep control of the body, and keep position on the pitch. Didn't try to reach, didn't try to overdo it. So much the tendency, when you've got a player that comes in like this, and you're the defender tracking in, the tendency is to try to reach and go for the ball. And watch Carroll just stop, make the body big, keep his position, and the threat for now.
Now some tutorials being issued by the referee, Eric Tattersall.
Just an early first conversation.
Ball curled in. This is dangerous, and it's headed up over top of the bar.
That's the wind, Neil. He had to reach back to try to head that ball. If that's into the wind, it hangs up on him, and he has a chance to run onto it and try to head it down. Watch it sail, gets there to its apex, and just took off with the spin. And all of a sudden, the guy in the air that thought he'd timed his jump has to reach the body back. You have no control. That's going to squirt over top the bar.
Felipe takes that one away. And now it's Maxi Rodriguez. Crowd here at Keyworth Stadium getting a little bit impatient. Detroit City FC hasn't had real quality possession in that final third, John.
Well, they've seen this before. This is, again, This is on brand for Detroit City. I know they want faster starts, and that's a good decision for the handball. That's the one that you'll see referees sometimes let go. That's a good decision to bring that back.
Stephen Carroll will drive it up, looking for Opino. Beautifully done. Opino, the header across. Pato unable to get on the end. How about that? That ball traveled about 70 yards in 2 touches.
What a free kick to start this off. And Opino just runs on the end of it, and a smart decision to get the header down. If he chests that down and tries to play that with the foot, that defender catches up with it. Uses the head just a little too close to Marcucci, and Pato couldn't poke it home. Heady play.
With some brilliant footwork to cross into Pato, the touch, and the stop is made by Marcucci, and now Detroit City FC humming a bit, and guess who? Antoine Opino right in the middle of it.
Well, I would call this attacking play in the final third, because Opino has decided to take this game over a little bit. Just absolutely works around his man. Nice job to find the second gear and go. Gets inside the area, and Pato just got tied up. Nice job, by the way, tracking over 4 Red Bulls by Pendant to tie up Pato legally and not allow him to get a full swing on the ball. But Opino was going up against Conte and absolutely turned on the afterburner and beat him.
Amu Mensah comes back, and the flag does go up. And it's interesting to note, John, I looked over there on the left side where Opino was as that ball went back towards midfield, and now a second defender shading over. Interesting how that stuff works.
They've figured out how Opino is gonna have a go here. Now, what does that do? Fine, you're gonna mark Opino. Guess who's on the other wing? Declan Wynn.
Next 5 minutes presented by Golden Nugget Casino, the exclusive online gaming partner of Detroit City FC.
I like the way Lay Diop is tucking in here, getting himself in positions in midfield. He drew 3 markers with him with the ball.
Mensah tried to thread it through to Opino. Maxi Rodriguez shaking his finger. There was a bit of delayed effects there from Raffanello.
Partner, are you saying he was trying to make a meal of that?
I'm just saying it was delayed. Just making a statement of fact. As you look at the Northern Guard. Bouncing back and forth. Let's see it again.
Some unlicensed officials registering their discontent. Let's have a look. Well, he gets taken out. Now the slow fall is, I think, more self-preservation. But he got clipped. That's a good decision. It's Tetris time here at Keyworth. Northern Guard trying to stay warm.
Probably do bring a little bit extra for the Tetris when it is chilly out there. It's time for tonight's Fago trivia question. Who is the all-time Detroit City FC top goal scorer against teams from New York? Tweet your answers at Detroit City FC to win a Kroger gift card to buy Fago products. The answer coming up in the second half. Into the 24th minute, Neil Rule, John Krieger with you, and thousands of the Northern Guard as well. And historic Keyworth Stadium What are you seeing so far, John, as we're getting ready to push up on that half-hour mark? I think New Year's Red Bull 2 has come in here and acquitted themselves very nicely.
This is exactly how this game was going to play out. New York Red Bulls were going to run at Detroit City. Detroit City can't help but start slow. That is just their MO right now. And so what you're going to see is exactly what we've seen. A lot of possession for New York Red Bulls. One or two attacking options or one or two attacking plays by Detroit City. They'll warm into the game. This game will be decided in the 15 or 20 minutes after halftime, because Trevor James will see what he sees in the first half, and I don't think there's a better coach in the division than Trevor at making halftime adjustments and getting ready to play in the second half. So what I see is what I've expected. Good play in midfield, good possession from New York Red Bulls 2, and a City team that will eventually warm into the game.
Reese Williams looking for Pato. Diop gives chase, but he's cut off by Serwada. And Serwada makes the turn. Ball sent up ahead. Stephen Carroll. Dead stop. Touches it wide. Maxi Rodriguez in the middle. Bangs it down, looking for Openo. Couldn't get everything that he wanted on it.
Neil, bit of a formation change here for Red Bulls. They have gone to what most of the opponents that have played City this season have found success doing. They started with 3 up top and 4 in the midfield. They've dropped one of the midfield 3 back, or one of the forward 3 back into midfield. And they're clogging things up more, and it has resulted in City being jammed up, trying to play the ball through on a lot of occasions. So what was originally a 3-4-3, now really 2 up top for Red Bulls 2.
Raffanello able to keep it. Red Bulls 2 now with some possession. Through the middle, that was Sam Williams. Openo and Pato have flip sides of the pitch, which you will see on occasion. Forwards will do that from time to time.
You just want to mix it up.
Right. Reese Williams has a toe poked away, but Diop right there.
That's a really good play by Leah Diop to follow in behind Williams. Williams doesn't normally journey that far infield. He likes to be out wide.
And that whistle will go against Detroit City FC. This match is brought to you by DTE Energy. No matter where you are on your energy efficiency journey, DTE can help you score savings. Learn more at dteenergy.com/save energy.
I'm not always a stats guy when it comes to determining their impact on a game, Neil, but one stat here early. Red Bulls 2, 6 interceptions of Detroit City FC balls in the first 25 minutes of this match. Why is that important? Because it means that they have done enough to clog passing lanes, and City needs to be more mobile in terms of, and quicker moving the ball to not allow that defense to press and create those turnovers.
This ball driven up towards the 18, flick towards the middle. Mensah works to shut it down, and Diop closes it out. And now they're looking to counter. Here's Maxi Rodriguez. Reese Williams overruns with him. Matt Williams towards Pato. Pato taken down, wanted a whistle, didn't get it. Lucas Monzon plays it. Serwada through the middle. Has a little bit of space. Left side, Felipe. Gives it away to Maxi Rodriguez. Openo has it touched away. This portion of tonight's broadcast presented by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Chevy drives the Motor City. Red Bulls 2 with the possession one more time. That ball feathered through. Pendant tried to make a move, and Pendant instead hit for the whistle.
It's a great job. I think that's Reese Williams that went down there and forced the foul. Making the defender try and make a play on you when he had position to begin. Neil, City's tried to play up both wings. Hasn't really given them the joy they've wanted. I wouldn't mind seeing a ball over the top here. Just one over the top to force the defense to respect it.
It was a nice takeaway by Castillo. But then Reese Williams takes it back the other way.
Pace of things has kind of stagnated here in the last 5 minutes.
Tonight's Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers Youth Team, and the match is Detroit City FC Genesee 2011 Boys Rouge, coached, of course, by Kenny Uziagwe. They are the Bowling Green Spring Tournament champs, 2011 4-0 in the toughest division in their age group. Only let in 3 goals in those 4 matches. Congrats, guys.
City Academy system continuing to churn out championship clubs.
Be on the lookout for Coach Uziagwe. You got to pop it, no doubt, as does the entire Detroit City FC Youth Academy. Reese Williams heads that one down. Here's Pato. Maxey making a run behind him. His cross cut out, and now City will go to work with a corner into the win.
Here we go. First corner of the match for Detroit City FC. The chance to set up the set piece. Stephen Carroll will come forward. The captain with the winner last week at Hartford in the dying breath of that match. Partner, I know you enjoyed that goal.
Certainly was big time. Corner towards the back post, headed down, and Red Bulls 2 all over everything. And John Murphy, as my good friend John Krieger likes to say, the ABH clearance.
Anywhere but here, baby.
Anywhere but here.
That's all that was. Don't care where it goes. Can't be here. And that really is the way to play City on a set piece. Early in the match like this, if you don't need to try to take possession away from it, that's the way to handle that.
Maxi Rodriguez to Connor Rutz. Rutz! His shot, I believe, was blocked out for a corner.
It was. Nice job by the defender to force Connor a little bit wider than I think he would have liked. Watch the defender come in here, kind of cut off Rutz's ability to cut it back across the body a little bit. And a nice step in and deflection by Conte. Another corner for City.
Moment's up there with Pato in the mix. Connor Rutz there as well. Corner shot, back post over top of the bar.
Service was there, run to meet it wasn't.
Matt Lewis lurking, no doubt.
And Matty Lewis will be a force. Maxi Rodriguez put it in there very nicely. Maybe a little too much mustard on the hot dog. But into the wind, you kind of have to deal with that.
Lady up, quick toss in, looking for Opino. Opino gets around his man again. His cross goes towards Pato, cut out at the last possible moment. And it's a good thing because Pato's ready to give one a lash.
That's a heck of a track back by a defender there.
Raffanello. Space in midfield, finally gets it going. Sam Williams in the middle. Opino surveying the scene. Williams quick touch. Lady up. Maxi Rodriguez. Pato quick touch looking for Connor Rutz. A good possession there by Serwada in some compact space. And equally by Felipe. Felipe can't get it to go where he wants it. Pendant with it.
5 across the back right now for City for a minute there.
Murphy pings one up. That's out of the reach of Raffanello. Nate Steinwasser. 3 clean sheets on the season. Minuscule 0.57 goals against average. 80% save percentage.
And a great article this week on USLChampionship.com by Nate. I don't know if you had a chance to read it, partner.
I did not check that one out as of yet.
It's you know what? That's a great halftime read. While you're watching us, head over to USLChampionship.com and check out that article by Nate Steinwasser, Sterling Heights kid, talking about the identity of Detroit City Football Club and drawing on some of the hardworking, gritty teams of Detroit's past.
Interesting to note, speaking of USLChampionship.com, just checking out the heat map from the match. Everything has seemed to have taken place at midfield on each side, right towards the touchlines.
Well, that's where City wants to play the ball. Get it through midfield, send it out wide. The problem is New York Red Bulls has done a very good job of allowing their midfielders to go wide and shut it down.
Maxi Rodriguez with Williams on him. Turns it away. That ball sent in, and boy, Wanakuchi, that had to have felt like forever waiting for that ball
to get there, yeah,
to bounce to him. He was just sitting there waiting for it. Next 5 minutes presented by Strategic Staffing Solutions. Raffanello. Into the middle, Murphy. Touches it, gets it back. Hits the turf. Official says play on. Openo trying to backheel it through to Rutz.
Really good midfield play here so far by Red Bulls too. Shutting down City's ability to play the ball through like they would like to do. They virtually abandoned the middle of the pitch. Just shutting down the wing play for Detroit City FC.
Foul came away from the ball. It was actually on John Murphy. He's pleading his case, but never in the history of refereeing have they turned around and said, you know what, you're right.
I'll change my call.
Here's the ball. Let's go back that way and do that again. They've never done it.
At least not without the help of VAR.
Right.
Which is not in this division.
In any sport. Never seen it.
No.
Reese Williams plays it back to Lewis.
In all of my years as an official with several sports up to the high school level, the arguing never swayed me.
Yeah. Momensa with it, 38th minute. Neil Roll, John Krieger here with you. Happy to have you with us. Saturday afternoon, motoring towards the evening. Detroit City FC, New York Red Bulls 2. Openo taken down from behind.
That's a really good defensive play by Pendant and Monson for Red Bulls 2. Had the inside position, allowed DCFC to get the ball twice, and then immediately with the pressure and forcing it out of play, not allowing any type of sustained pressure to mount.
City not able to do a lot with it after that throw. There is Trevor James, former scout for FC Barcelona, Newcastle, the English national team. Also an assistant coach with the LA Galaxy during the time they had David Beckham, Portland Timbers.
And the notepad he had in his hand, Neil, is going to be the thing here, because those are his halftime observations. And that's when City will really come out and play.
Here come an opportunity. Openo into the 18. Openo! The stop is made. But before that, the flag was up.
But you know what? Marcucci didn't know it at the time, and he got the hands up big. Yeah, the shot was right at him, but that's a stinger. Yeah, he's off. That's a good decision.
So let's get the technical breakdown there, though, on Marcucci. I mean,
boy,
he's 6'3", and that's a situation it's advantageous to be 6'3".
Absolutely. Stung the hands, really strong wrists behind the ball. That's why you got a guy that has kept in his team in a lot of matches. And his play has been better than the points indicate for Red Bulls 2.
Speaking of Red Bulls 2, corner coming up. Jonathan Felipe earns it against 2 defenders.
And the officials are now going to have a chat. Make sure everything is kosher.
Corner sent in.
Smart. Get it out of there. Don't fool around with it.
Lady up, trying to muscle his way through, and he does. Openo, touch right back. Openo can't catch up to it on the line. Castillo will play it back to Marcucci. Otto there to ask some questions. But you were speaking earlier about a little bit of a formation change by Red Bulls 2.
Yeah, they've abandoned the 3 up top.
Yes, yes, they had. It's very apparent now.
It is 5 in midfield. They lasted about 5 minutes with 3 up top, and it is now 5 in midfield, dropping to 4 along the back line if they need it.
And a man on an island up top.
It is all about gumming up the works. And it's working. I mean, credit immediately. You start out in a formation, you think you're going to be able to play. Then you see what your opponent gives you and is trying to do, and they have responded very, very well. And they have shut down any type of sustained play through midfield.
And Steinwasser's out there, and the flag goes up.
And that's the thing, Neil. You take a look at the stats here. Detroit City's had a couple of shots on goal. What do they want to see more? Sustained possession in the attacking third. The ability to spread the ball, touch line to touch line, control things, set up service, get out wide. Their chances in on goal have been counters that have almost fallen upon them. There hasn't really been a whole lot of sustained play for them. And that's down to Red Bulls 2 doing an effective job of completely eliminating midfield possession.
This 5 minutes presented by Ally. Ally, proud to be the official financial services partner of DCFC. For everything we need, everything we want, and for everything we do, we're all better off with an Ally. Learn more at ally.com. Tossed in to Matt Lewis.
See, this is where I think the possession stat is fraudulent, Neil. Right now, DCFC have the advantage in possession. But you know what? A lot of that possession has been what we just saw. Defenders pass back to defenders.
Reese Williams makes his move. Williams towards the back post, just over top of Openo. And on the other side, Declan Wynn can't get to it.
And that's one of the only chances there, Neil, where they've been able to get control of the ball and try to set something up in the attacking third. Nice ball over the top. There's that ball over the top to make the defense respect it. And Williams comes in, has a little bit of time on the ball, and then his service is just found wanting a little bit. A nice run by Openo to try to be there, but ball sailed a bit.
Throw coming up. Scarves above the head at the section of the Northern Guard.
Those twirling scarves, part of one of their chants called Sing For You City. I have, on occasion, when we're not on the call, been smacked in the head by a scarf or two during that particular chant.
I have, on occasion, been smacked in the head by my wife a time or two. Just keeping me in line, you know,
but
John.
you deserved it.
100%. 100%. 44th minute, corner for City. Openo plays it short, flicked on, and that was dangerous. Reese Williams lost his footing, but recovered to get it back. Maxi Rodriguez goes down. May have had his foot stepped on. Dependent on how about that recovery by Declan Wynn. And there you see, that is Declan Wynn. That play, wing to wing. And look, as he trots back over, by the way, to the left side as he made that play on the right side.
Very good field vision by Declan Wynn and closing speed that really is one of his hallmarks. He can clean out a lot of mistakes. He's a life preserver out there. Mistake is made, he's someone who can track back and erase a lot of sins.
He's another one of these guys, too, for Detroit City. And as we said earlier, he's come on over the course of the last 3, 4, 5 matches. Been very, very good. It's players getting mixed up everywhere. And Reese Williams called for that foul. He doesn't like it.
And he shouldn't. that was an interesting decision. He got taken down first. That's almost, it's not the crime, it's the cover-up kind of call. 2 minutes of stoppage time here at the end of the opening half, Neil.
Stoppage time presented by Brew Detroit, always true to the craft.
So here we are, halftime thoughts, 2 minutes left to go before the break. Detroit City FC has grown into the game a little bit, but really the advantage, I think, goes to New York Red Bulls. They have adapted to how a lot of opponents have had success against DCFC. Credit to them. Very technically solid team. Stymied DCFC on a lot of occasions. But I said it in the beginning of this match. This match will be decided, I think, in the first 20 minutes of the second half after Trevor James had a chance to make those halftime adjustments.
There's Jonathan Felipe making his way back. Played 16 matches with the New York Red Bulls U23 team, scored 7 goals during his run with them. Made his pro debut March 12th against Miami FC. Rutz finds Pato. Good flick ahead. Diop pings it out to left side. Declan Wynn on brand, catches up to it. Openo, brilliant footwork. Openo's cross! It's in the back of the net! And we get a whistle. And the flag is up all the way in the corner. And that will negate some brilliance from Antoine Openo. And Pato hates the call.
He doesn't like it, and I'm not sure we're going to have a view that's going to tell us if we're right. Oh, he's outside. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, Neil. Now, let's be fair, that camera view is not in line 100%, but that is tough.
And the whistle sounds, and how about that to end the first half? Detroit City FC thought they had the lead going to the locker room. They do not. It's 0-0, and Pato continues to plead his case. When we come back, we'll take you around the USL, get you caught up with everything that's going on. Pato still can't believe that was the whistle. But through 45 minutes, we are scoreless. We'll be back with more. This is USL Championship Soccer.
Reyka vodka is made from pure Icelandic spring water and filtered through lava rocks for exceptional quality. Skál! Hversu löng er þessi auglýsing?
Reyka vodka.
Open. Here you go, buddy. Thank you.
You may kiss the bride.
Love you, Dad.
Oh my God. It's our baby girl.
Football is a big deal in this house. So when Maurice was injured, we immediately thought the worst. To see my baby lose his joy hurt.
The DMC, Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, is here to help athletes get back in the game.
They're like family. It was a long road, but we made it back.
DMC, Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, a community built on care.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Now, during Truck Month, GM employees with a current eligible Chevy lease can get this Silverado for $209 a month, or get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards eligible accessories when you purchase.
These are the lava rocks that filter our vodka, giving it a crisp, clean taste. Conveniently, they're just a stone's throw from our distillery. It's a very small island.
Reykjavik vodka.
Our most important moments, don't stop and wait until everyone is ready. They are imperfect, off-centered. They blur, they fall. And like the goal you missed as you turned your head back to the pitch, they don't wait. The most important moments don't care about the weather, or the smoke, or the clock.
With the right foot, it's in the back of the net. Comes free, Ozzie Matthews. 2-1 City.
They surprise because they are incomplete. In fact, the only perfect aspect of our most important moments is that they are shared. And shared moments become memories. And shared memories become traditions. And traditions are something you should never grow out of. From an amateur team born under the skyline of our city to a professional club that has come to dominate their opponents, Detroit City FC stands by our traditions. We are supporter-built. We are community-focused. We believe that sports should be inclusive and affordable. We believe that clubs should be excellent and accessible. And we believe that positive change should be relentless. Memories don't wait. The time has come for Detroit City FC to move forward.
Playing for Detroit City, LaRouche, the opportunity to wear the jersey in front of these supporters. Absolutely, sign me up all day long. Tonight, let's go, come on!
You want to realize that you are part of something, part of a community, part of a club that just means so much.
City on 3, 1, 2, 3, City!
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
And it's all turning up goals. The audacity! Early fireworks and Wild Horse Pass. Welcome to Tampa Bay. And he drills it! Wow! What a goal!
Open. Here you go, buddy. Thank you.
You may kiss the bride.
Love you, Dad.
Oh my God. It's our baby girl.
Welcome back to Keyworth Stadium here at the half as we take a spin around the USL and get you caught up with everything that's going on. The scoreboard, of course, the news and notes as well as we check out the latest happenings. Louisville City FC, John, Detroit City FC, hot on their heels. They're still sitting atop the Eastern Conference, the league's only remaining unbeaten squad.
And by the way, those two teams going to meet in the U.S. Open Cup coming up as well. So it's a good news and notes segment to have at halftime of this match. And of course, you see Detroit City FC acquiring Mackie Jope from Birmingham Legion FC. They needed to bring in a player, give them a little bit more roster depth, had to deal with a little bit of an injury issue here in Detroit. And so that's a nice acquisition for Trevor James.
Absolutely. USL Championship now in the video game world as well. Konami eFootball. I saw the players across the league really excited about that. Let's check out the USL Championship scoreboard, and one that really jumps off the page at you. Memphis, they're always a tough out when they're playing at home, but they took it to Tampa Bay.
We saw them early in the season here at Keyworth Stadium. Ben Pierman's club, always a scrappy, fighting team, and that's going to be one that'll make the rest of the league wake up and take notice.
That certainly is the case as we take a look at the upcoming schedule around USL as well, and always some big-time matches as the season progresses, and certainly Louisville City FC, the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Louisville will have those eyes on them all season long.
Absolutely, but also Pittsburgh. Listen, that's a team that can be a thorn in your side. They can go in. They're a scrappy team. They fight for 90 minutes. They're a team that can run at you with a number of different attacking options. When you have a team like that, that's a team that can knock off an unbeaten. I'm looking forward to watching that one.
And Tampa Bay looking to bounce back off the short turnaround as well, playing against San Diego Loyal SC tonight at 7:30. So a full slate of USL soccer action coming up tonight. We'll be back with more here at Keyworth. This is USL Championship Soccer.
I am American Home Fitness.
I'm American Home Fitness.
I am American Home Fitness. We are American Home Fitness.
Come to any American Home Fitness location for the hottest deals on the latest fitness equipment and accessories. American Home Fitness, Michigan's home for fitness and the official fitness equipment provider of the Detroit City Football Club.
Hello, I'm Tillman Fertitta, owner of the Golden Nugget Casinos, and I've got some big news. Drum roll, please. The Golden Nugget online casino is live in Michigan. Place a bet on your favorite teams through our new sports book or play your favorite slot and table games, all from the convenience of your phone at goldennuggetcasino.com.
Sign up now and we'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. Visit goldennuggetcasino.com.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Now, during Truck Month, GM employees with a current eligible Chevy lease can get this Silverado for $209 a month. Or get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards eligible accessories when you purchase.
Detroit City FC is presented by Doubletree Suites by Hilton in downtown Detroit is proud to be the official hotel partner of Detroit City FC. The Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Chevy drives the Motor City. Strategic Staffing Solutions. And Ally, the official financial services partner of DCFC. Neil Rule, John Krieger back with you. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first 45 minutes of play in this New York Red Bulls 2-side, John. They came out right off the jump. They created some opportunities, I'd say, really through the first 20 minutes of the match.
Absolutely. Got a little unlucky there. The wind took away a corner. Would have been a really good header attempt in on goal. Then Detroit City FC got involved. Ball over the top. Here's Pato making a run. Openo with a great header, and it's just too close to Marcucci. But that was really the big attack for Detroit City FC for most of the opening half.
And this were, the better chances here by Detroit City, and Antoine Openo around that 20 to 25 minute mark really got on one, John.
He did. He was able to turn on the afterburners, beat his man, good service in, and a nice job to tie up Pato, who was again trying to find the back of the net. Openo, great first half. He's been the man that's been able to get a ball over top and try to set things up for City, but Red Bull's defense very strong.
Detroit City FC very active in the counter. As we get a look, Antoine Openo flagged for the offside. This took away a very quality opportunity, but as we saw, the replay looked like the right call.
That was the right decision, and certainly got to give the linesman credit when he gets it right, because there's a call like this where Pato is onside and should have had, I think, the opening goal of the match, and instead the flag goes up. Fizzed ball in from Openo, and Pato there, and Pato was incensed heading into the halftime locker room. Stats: possession, as it usually does, belongs to Detroit City FC. Shots 3-2, shots on target, only one on target officially in the match. For me, though, the interception number that isn't necessarily shown on that screen, it's 8-2 in favor of New York Red Bulls 2. They've done a very good job of clogging up midfield, so even though they've had the lion's share of possession, Detroit City FC really haven't been able to get the kind of attacks they would like and the kind of sustained pressure they would like heading into the second half.
Red Bulls 2 will have the possession first, and the second half is underway at historic Keyworth Stadium. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you. Happy you all are with us. As Detroit City FC has continued their climb up the Eastern Conference table. 3 points always so valuable, especially when you're chasing a Louisville City side that hasn't lost yet. It's like the guy in checkers that will never move their back row.
I hated that guy. Hated that guy.
Service in the box, and it's just wide from Pato.
Better service there, though, and Pato able to shake his marker and get on the end of it for 2 attempts at goal either side of halftime. And look who it is, Openo again, through a defender. And Pato with the little flick just couldn't turn it in on goal. Well, Neil, as we start the second half, we revisit our golden edge keys to the game. Key number 2 was down but never out. And that's because the second half is City time, and has been for the last 8 matches. They have outscored opponents 10-1 after the break, and so they've got to be feeling confident that the adjustments that they made at halftime will pay off. It has had for the last 8 matches, and I think the adjustments that will have been made, we already see some attacking intent from City. A good start.
Maxi Rodriguez heads the ball up looking for Reese Williams, who flicks it back, and then Antoine Openo just takes it away from everyone. Openo the header for Reese Williams. Well, Pato was unmarked in front of the goal. Detroit City FC wants to move with it.
You spotted it, partner. I'll tell you what. Pato lost 2 defenders and just wandered into space.
Throw-in coming up for City. Amu Mensah can make this a de facto corner, especially with the wind at his back. Fires it in, and it's headed away. Amu Mensah taken down.
Whistle.
Yep,
and
the whistle does sound.
I was waiting for that whistle to come because Amu Mensah was run through, and I thought for a moment we might just see a throw.
This 5 minutes presented by American Home Fitness, the official fitness equipment provider of DCFC. Visit AmericanHomeFitness.com for the best in home fitness equipment and a location near you.
That's a great job by Amu Mensah to just hold his position, make the defender come through.
Antoine Openo lining things up. Service in towards the keeper, and Marcucci will make the grab. Marcucci, the 67th pick by the New York Red Bulls in the 2021 MLS draft. Actually here on loan from the first team.
Little 50-50 challenge. It goes City's way with the foul. 2 players down, saying that they are the aggrieved party. Pato, nice job. Aggressively wins the ball, and I think they are going to give the free kick Red Bulls way. I thought it was going to go City's way initially. And that's the right call.
So Conte will put the boot to this. Another draft pick in the 2021 draft. 40th overall was Conte. Played his college soccer at Louisville. Did not play for the Red Bulls last year due to visa issues. The native of Guinea. Slots it along the surface. Amu Mensah there. Just take it away. Openo. Talked earlier about being on an island. Openo 1v3 up there at the top. As we move in the 50th minute, John, what do you see? What kind of adjustments are out there? Anybody changing up what they're doing, or are we not there yet?
I don't think we're there yet. I think City, we're still seeing Red Bull clogging midfield. City have tried to move a man further forward.
Felipe threads that one in.
Hadn't really happened yet.
And a goal kick coming up for Steinwasser. As the wind picks up, the raindrops start to fall. Next 5 minutes are presented by the all-new Detroit City FC app. Download it where you can vote for tonight's man of the match. Ball up ahead for Pato. Coming off the line, though, Marcucci was right on top of it.
Little tug of Pato's jersey, by the way, on the way through as well. A little bit of the dark arts there by Red Bulls, too. Didn't get whistled by our referee today.
And those two with the throw.
Ibrahim Sagaya, give him credit, coming in as a late minute coaching change as Gary Lewis unavailable today due to health and safety protocols, and he's coached a good one, Neil. Shut down City's midfield attack, not allowing them too much time on the ball. If there's a side that would be perfectly happy with a 0-0 draw, it's the one wearing white. Get a couple of draws against the top half of the table.
And remember, this is a side that is coming off a 1-1 draw against Tampa Bay Rowdies, and the Rowdies had to score in the 85th minute to rescue that point. That corner sent in. There's a lash that's banged off the crossbar. A side volley left foot by Castillo that nearly put the roadside in front.
Well, forget the 0-0 draw. That was a heck of a shot with no space to shoot. Corner comes in. Aerial battle won. Castillo on the volley.
That escalated quickly for Red Bulls 2, and now some discussion going on.
We've got some chippiness out there, Neil, and some tempers are starting to flare, and what we are beginning to see is the referee trying to come in and take a little bit of control here. Wynn getting the naughty boy talk, joining him in the naughty boy talk for Red Bulls 2 is, I think, John Murphy.
So Maxi Rodriguez will get things rolling.
4 along the back for Red Bulls 2, 2 in front of them. They've kind of gone to a de facto back 6 when City set up the set piece like this. And really, it's 1 up top for them at the moment when City are in possession.
But very quickly can transform to 2 up top.
Yep.
For Red Bulls 2.
Yep. That's a lot of running being done by Felipe, because he's the guy that tracks back with the extra help when City are in possession, and it's his job to get forward immediately when you come into attack.
Late whistle on Amu Mensah.
I think they were trying to play advantage there. I don't know that that's a spot where advantage is good to be played, but I think that's what you had. So that is a foul, and yeah, they were waiting to see whether there's the foul, and they're waiting to see whether Red Bulls is going to get some advantage out of that. None coming, and they blow the whistle. And Pato down.
Detroit City FC athletic training staff out there. Athletic trainer Maureen Lilla. This will afford an opportunity for some of the guys to get hydrated just a little bit. As AJ Marcucci walks over towards Detroit City FC sideline, having a word right now. Trevor James. Like what we've seen from AJ Marcucci, he has been as advertised, and it just goes to show you too, John, out of Connecticut College, Division III All-American. It doesn't always have to be Duke and UCLA and Louisville.
No,
you can carve out a professional career from anywhere.
And the small schools along the Eastern Seaboard, the Fairfields of the world, they will invest in soccer. You don't have some of the investment at some of the bigger dollars like you would see a Division I Power 5 football program, and so universities allocate resources in a different way. And that's why you see a lot of players coming out of the East Coast and the smaller schools.
And Pato is actually coming out of this match now, John, as you see rolled up on from behind. And Francis Atuahene checks into the match.
So that's the first change, and that is an enforced change. That's not something I think Trevor James would have done at this time, or even who he might want to bring on Atuahene for. Pato out of the match now. Atuahene, though, comes on with pace. He will run at Red Bulls 2. He can unlock a defense.
He was dynamic in the season's opening match in San Antonio. He was dynamic in the 2-2 draw at Phoenix Rising in the preseason. Nate Steinwasser scooped that one up. A couple of pump fakes and rolls it out to the right side to Matt Lewis.
I love the way Steinwasser handles the kind of the roll out to play. Always wants things moving, does Steinwasser.
Mullings moves through Antoine Opino with a slide tackle from behind. Maxi Rodriguez back towards Opino.
Sitting under no obligation to put it out. Now they will, because the attack opportunity was gone.
Avante Mullings, I believe the player down for Red Bulls 2, and they will call the New York Red Bulls 2 athletic trainers. And let's see, Opino got the ball. Yep.
And got the man.
Yep and yep.
Yep.
Both things can be true.
Yep. Wasn't called for it. Doesn't mean he didn't get the man.
And now on your screen for this week's DCFC Club Special, Detroit City FC versus Louisville FC. That's right, it's the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup round of 32, Tuesday the 10th at 7:30 p.m. Tickets still available, but don't fall asleep, guys. If you want to be in this building where it will be electric, just scan the QR code on your screen. Tickets start at just $12. It's the best deal in Detroit sports. That's fact, not opinion. Some sections already sold out. Guys, don't fall asleep on this one. U.S. Open Cup. The entire nation will be tuning in to this one again. And I know everybody saw what happened against Columbus Crew, and if you weren't there, you missed out. Scan that QR code right there on your screen. We're delivering it to you guys.
And you know what was so special about that match, Neil? It was really the first time since before the COVID-19 pandemic began that I saw Keyworth packed to the gills and that kind of pulsating energy. It is always special here. When I walked into the ground on that Tuesday night against Columbus Crew, it was just a different, it was a different vibe, and you want to be here for that.
People will talk about that match for a very long time. Millions of social media impressions. Detroit City FC people told me over a 250,000 video views on social media. Took over American soccer. That match took over the American soccer scene that night. All over social media, ESPN FC, everywhere. Sirius XM. That was the match so far of the U.S. Open Cup.
And here's the fun part. The match against Louisville City is going to be even better because you are going to see both sides put out their full strength 11s. It will matter. It is a chance to get into the final bracket stage of the U.S. Open Cup where you can see your road all the way through to the final, because the bracket is set from the next round onward. That's when you get to that point, you start dreaming and you see the pathway all the way through to lifting the second oldest trophy in cup competitions in soccer.
Atuahene bumped off by Castillo. Now a throw coming up for Red Bulls 2. So here we go, John, half an hour left.
I think we're going to see another Trevor James sub in about 5 minutes for some more pace. The adjustments I think that they're trying to make, they originally started to try to play it through the midfield a little more, the middle of the pitch a little more, kind of try to free up some space on the wings. Hasn't necessarily worked of yet. Again, Red Bull's doing an excellent job of clogging midfield, not allowing City to really string passes together.
Here's Opino into the 18. Opino, the cross. That was played away. Corner coming up for City as Juan Castillo stopped the threat. But you get that sense, John, and we talked about this in the Open when we ran the Opino package. Whenever something happens,
he's there.
He's there. It's just the way it works for this guy.
And he's out there wanting to prove himself. He He fights for these supporters, takes it very personally.
The corner was cut out by Steven Serwada. He did the club a favor, but I don't know that he did himself any favors. Now Momensa tried to make the turn, couldn't. And now the goal kick will be awarded. And John, I'm starting to get the feel out there right now that Detroit City might be looking to press and make their move. Tonight's Fago Trivia answer: Connor Rutz, 4 goals against teams from the state of New York, all against New Amsterdam FC during the club's time in Nisa. So congratulations to the winner, picking up that Kroger gift card. Buy yourself some Fago products.
I'll tell you what, Connor Rutz didn't take a bite out of the Big Apple. He ate the whole thing.
He absolutely did.
With 4 goals against New Amsterdam.
That ball across the line, but backing up to that point, John, I'm starting to get that feel right now that, you know, you talk about firing up the engines and everything. I think it's time to maybe shift it into overdrive for Detroit City.
And frankly, this is where the match gets easier for New York Red Bulls too, because we have reached the house money portion of the program. You have fought hard against one of the league's leading clubs on the road for 60 minutes. If you can nick all 3 points, you get the goal, great. You get the draw, you're in a situation where you got back-to-back draws against top half teams.
Oh boy, Antoine Opino.
Oh, he popped something.
Yeah, pulled up.
Adley's grabbing the back of the leg. And that's a blow on a team that already is skinny when it comes to the bench.
And Opino knows it, I think. He's trying to get it loose. Throw-in coming for City.
That's the grit that he has. That's a guy who doesn't want to come out.
Diop will give one a go and sends it over top of the crossbar. and Opino's got his hands on his hips right now.
Well, Opino has his hands on his hips because he was looking at Lay Diop saying, what are you doing, man, from that far out?
Opino, he was addressed by the bench. He just gave the thumbs up and turned around.
Yeah, he's not coming out.
No, he is now.
Oh, they are gonna pull him.
Yeah, Opino tried to jog back. Now Momensa will look to Opino, and
yeah, he's done.
He just can't go.
Momensa tried to play it in, and Opino just didn't have the jets.
So that is not the scene you want right now for Detroit City FC. Michael Bryant will get loose.
By the way, in the interval, number 17, Harper.
So Cameron Harper comes in for Red Bulls 2, replacing Jonathan Felipe.
Red Bulls 2 substitution.
And I believe it will be Michael Bryant for Antoine Opino. And you know the type of competitor that Opino is, and he knows his role on this club, and he discussed the reasons why he's here. And it's just when you're an athlete and your body betrays you, it's tough.
Yep.
It's absolutely tough to deal with.
But you gotta love the fact that he didn't go down immediately, tried to work through it, tried to do everything he could. But you see him make the turn, and he kind of turned there and just felt something go.
And Antoine Opino will get a big hand, and rightfully so.
So now, Neil, this game is very, very different. Because you don't have Pato injury. You don't have Brad Dunwell to come off the bench, long-term injury. You don't have Opino. And now, New York Red Bulls 2 can make their subs to adjust and try to beat you with you having used 2 of your sub windows already.
Maxi Rodriguez thought he was taken down. Stephen Carroll recovers.
Maxi Rodriguez is going to have to pick up the slack. He is going to have to be the new Opino.
And I just got that feeling, John, and you know how this goes.
Maxi time?
No, number 9 in Rouge will be a factor before this thing is all said and done. I'm getting the feeling.
All right. That, you know what I would take? I would say Mr. Atuahene might have something to say about this. Well, remember you called that in the 67th minute?
You get the feel for how the game's going, and
because the story writes itself. Down 2 players to injury, your injury sub comes in and has a go.
Here's Maxi Rodriguez. Thought about the cross, instead dropped it back. Nobody there for City. This could be a counter for Red Bulls too, but nope. Stephen Carroll, the eraser, will shut that down.
Nice job there by Diop to stick a leg out.
And coming off the line is Marcucci.
Out the line and out into no man's land. Marcucci had to get that right, and he did.
Flicked ahead to Williams. Williams back heel through. Williams stepping through one more time. And it's just taken away by Conte.
And Williams was harassed all the way, let me tell you. And he did the right thing by staying on his feet. I think if he goes down there, he probably draws a foul and a free kick. But he did the noble thing, tried to fight through that. That's a nice turn. Better pressure here, Neil, from City. Red Bulls 2 starting to look a little leggy.
Atuahene tracks it down in the corner, unable to keep it. Just spinning across the goal line on him. Nearly did.
Partner, I tell you what, the wind has freshened here at Keyworth Stadium.
That's one way to describe it.
It is beyond brisk out there. And Marcucci going to take some time over the ball there. Nice punt downfield.
Momensa gives chase. And Atuahene along the line, drags it, cuts back. Atuahene service into the box, looking for Ruggs, and it was just played away. But there you see the pace that Atuahene has. You have to respect it because he can take you along the touchline.
He has similar pace to Openo. He can turn on the afterburners, and that's a heck of a job by Lucas Monzon to come back. Monzon's 5 yards away from this ball, gets the eyes up, reads it, and sticks his leg in there and denies the opportunity. He'll cede the corner easily on that. And now we have a situation where the Red Bulls have a player down and the clock continues to tick.
We are into the 70th minute. Player's still down.
This is where you hope the official is keeping track for stoppage time. Not in any way saying that the injury is not serious, but you want to make sure the time is still there.
Detroit City FC is joining Kroger to reach the goal of reducing waste and eliminating hunger. So on May 7th and May 14th, when fans come down to Keyworth for the match, they're encouraged to bring a box or two of breakfast cereal. The donations will be collected and passed on to Forgotten Harvest. Breakfast is important. Let's make sure that every kid in our community goes to school ready to learn. And good on Kroger and good on these Detroit City FC fans when they come out for the UWS match on May 7th and on May 14th. Soccer, man, it hits different in the community, John.
It does, and I'll tell you what, DCFC from its beginnings has always been that community-based club. Seeing that more of that now.
Maxi Rodriguez with the corner in, flicked across. I believe we'll do it again.
Yeah, and this time the corner with the wind. Different types of service here. Into or with a 15-mile-an-hour crosswind.
So one more time, here's Maxi Rodriguez.
Look for Carroll on the back post.
Drives it towards that back post. Carroll tried to flick it ahead, but the throw will go to City. 72nd minute.
Good sustained possession here by City. Number of set pieces, throw-in opportunity. This is what they need more of in the last 20 minutes.
This one goes into the mixing bowl inside the 18, but that whistle will go against DCFC.
Foul throw was the call.
Don't see that too often.
No. You see that more when teams are trying to move quickly and get the ball back in.
Well, you see the wind just grab that ball and throw it down, and there's a shove into the back of Michael Bryant.
Absolutely.
So Sam Williams, a 17-year-old, getting into the mix. But Maxi Rodriguez will survey the scene.
And into the wind here. This is the kind of ball Maxi can hang up there. Let a runner get on the end of.
So here we go again. Rodriguez puts the boot to it, curls it back post, and coming off the line is Marcucci to make the grab. It's a heck of a drive by Maxi. He cut right through the wind.
Yes, he did. Decent service in, just a little too close to the keeper, and that's a pretty confident catch by Marcucci. In about 5 minutes here, I think, Neil, you're going to see what inevitably happens in soccer. You're going to see one team kind of go to a defense versus attack drill. I think it will be Red Bulls that will end up having to defend toward the end of this one. City into the ascendancy here. Red Bulls looking a little more leggy. City been able to find more joy on the wings. Not having Openo or Pato a huge miss.
That one just trickles across the line.
Interestingly, though, Red Bulls have moved away from the 4 at the back that they had for the most of the middle part of this match. Now 3 at the back for them, but 5 in midfield.
Atuahene held up. Official will say play on. Marcucci drives that one down, and Amu Mensah fouled from behind. This time by Cameron Harper.
Assistant referee flagging for that foul. Couple of subs coming in for New York Red Bulls, 2 at the next opportunity. And that is now. You have Jesus Castellano, and I believe that is number 90, Daniel De Leon.
Steven Serrano, one to come out. So De Leon will come into the match. The native of Minnesota actually skipped college to sign on with the Costa Rican First Division. Signed by New York Red Bulls 2 last month, April 9th, as a matter of fact.
So more speed and reinforcements for Red Bulls 2. Castellano comes on, the midfielder, De Leon, a defender. Nice job by City to track back there and the attack for Red Bulls 2. Steinwasser going to want to move this further downfield.
And does exactly that, looking for Bryant. Atuahene gives chase. But Conte will shepherd that one over the line.
But you know what? That flips the script a little bit. That's a throw in deep in the defensive third for Red Bulls 2. City can advance people forward, try to set up and defend that.
And with Red Bulls 2 being that younger team, Here's an interesting move as Maxi Rodriguez comes out and Billy Forbes comes in. So I think Trevor James' intentions are very apparent right now with what he wants to do.
Well, I'll tell you, I was surprised to see Maxi Rodriguez coming out of this match. You bring in a guy in Billy Forbes. He's a forward. He's going to try to go for the 3 points. He's going to try to press up top, but Maxi's service huge.
And this will be a booking to John Murphy.
And rightfully so.
And Lay Diop.
Stephen Carroll, that's a good captain move.
And Lay Diop's hot right now.
That's a great captain move by Steve Carroll. To
Let's
just kind of shepherd away.
Oh, that's a little extra right there, the little hip check.
Yep. No need for that. Well behind the play. Good job by the official to issue the booking. And you talked about City's intentions. Carroll taking this free kick to send it into mixing bowl.
Lay Diop over. Stephen Carroll chips it to the left side. Billy Forbes has some space.
Can he catch up to it? He's onside.
Forbes looks. Cook sends it in. And it's grabbed by Marcucci.
I'll tell you what, that's a more difficult save than it looked, Neil. That's a skipping ball. You got to time that right. You don't time it right, you are in a whole spot of trouble. And he's able to fizz that across, or Marcucci's able to get down, and as that ball fizzes across, make that catch.
Declan Wynn did well to keep that in play. But here come Red Bulls too. Up the left side. Pendant plays it towards the left side of the box. Raffanello. That thing's pinged out towards Atuahene.
And they're going to say it's off Atuahene. Throw into Red Bulls too. Atuahene doesn't love that decision. Nice cut out there. Declan Wynn, a good move to Forbes. This is further back than Forbes would want to be with the ball. But a nice job to win the challenge there before he's finally dispossessed.
And Mullings looking to go with it. Mullings still has it. Sends it to the right side. Harper 1v1. Harper the shot. Steinwasser closes the door.
Just good positioning by Nate Steinwasser. He's going to give away the corner, but really good awareness, really good use. Getting next to his post, making the save.
Good communication there too. Stephen Carroll pointing to Steinwasser, pointing to that post.
Telling him to get over, reading things. Harper sends it in, and Steinwasser with great positioning, really.
That's a machine just running itself at that point. That communication.
Wait, it's like, you know, it's like that dryer brand that talks about never having to use a repairman.
Maytag, yeah. Steinwasser off the line. We'll grab that.
I didn't want to give him the free advertising partner, but you go ahead. Yeah, it's like the Maytag repairman. You just never have to use it.
Atuahene unable to win the wrestling match. Really do like the looks, though, of A.J. Marcucci, the keeper for Red Bulls too.
He has made a couple of great saves today. Now, granted, he got beaten once, but it was ruled offside, and if you're a keeper, you'll take that. Smart player. It's always interesting when you're on loan from a first team. You know, you're down here, you're putting in the hard yards, trying to prove yourself, try to get back up with the first team. And he has done so without complaint, really established himself well, acquitting himself very well in this division.
Bryant knocked that ball down. Now it comes out to Amu Mensah. Rutz couldn't do anything with it, but Michael Bryant takes it away. Reese Williams, here's where he's dangerous. Atuahene makes a run. Reese Williams, Atuahene! It's in the back of the net! Francis Atuahene has advertised 1-0 City.
67th minute, my partner called it. He said number 9 in Rouge was going to have something to say, and he just said a whole heck of a lot.
And how about Reese Williams yet again with the service? Bryant makes it go. Knew exactly where Reese Williams is, and he does what he does.
That's what happens when City can get an attack forward with numbers. And Williams on the side sent it in perfectly, and Atuahene doesn't miss.
And the smoke pouring out of the Northern Guard supporters section. 82nd minute, the goal for Francis Atuahene.
Well, partner, make it 11-1 after halftime for Detroit City FC. Outscoring your opponents with a +10 goal differential after the half. And we've got ourselves a smoke delay here at Keyworth.
Actually, something came out from the stands onto the pitch. So that's actually the reason for the delay. So they got that cleaned up, and away we go. Amu Mensah chips it up ahead. So Reese Williams, the service, and that man, Francis Atuahene. How does this shift now, as we will get a substitution for Red Bulls 2. Wickelman Carmona will come on. I believe it's last sub window, right, for Red Bulls 2, if memory serves.
Yeah, that would be the last of their sub windows, and they've used all 5 of their subs.
John Murphy comes out of the match. So Murphy out. So how does this change now, John?
Well, now New York Red Bulls 2 have to chase the game, and that's going to play right into City's hands for about the next 4 minutes. We get to the last 2 or 3 minutes, I think you might see what we normally see in soccer, which is the defense versus attack. And at that point, you're just trying to salvage the point. But no longer can New York Red Bulls try to nick that draw. They have to advance people forward, and that will make them vulnerable on the counter.
Boy, in a battle there. Michael Bryant got the worst of that. Right on the back of the old coconut.
And that is not what Detroit City FC need, is another injury. He's going to hold the back of his head, and the referee will go over and have a look at him.
Now, it's true Bryant has one of the better mustaches in the mustache game today, but that mustache does not help you there in that situation.
No, that's not going to
make you look better when you get up, but it doesn't help you. And Bryant goes down again. It's been a tough 30 seconds for him. Pops that one up looking for Forbes. Forbes tried to work his way through. He'll win a corner.
That's just a nice hustle play by Billy Forbes. And this City will take this for the next 8 minutes, 8-9 minutes, because there's going to be 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time. So really, we've got about 9 minutes left in this match.
Reese Williams will serve the corner, though. Set piece here for City. They can turn out the lights. Williams sends it in. That got all the way through towards Atuahene. But here comes a possible counter now for Red Bulls 2. It's a 2v2 situation. Defender Diop falls, but tracking back is Bryant, and Bryant wins the ball.
What a play by Bryant. He made up 30 yards of difference on that ball cross field. That is an all-world type of defensive play, because Lay Diop flat got beat. And if he doesn't come back, there are problems. Bryant, an excellent play in defense.
Castellano tried to work his way through. And this will be a dangerous setup now for Red Bulls 2 in the 88th minute.
And now a foul.
Raffanello went down. And Lay Diop was running hot from a situation earlier.
And he is still hot here.
Yes, he is.
I think Raffanello will have a go here. Two goals in his last 3 matches.
So Lay Diop will catch the booking.
I'm not sure whether that's for the foul or for the after foul politicking, but
either way, the result's the same. Lay Diop signed from Atlanta United 2 last year. Of course, had a stint with Detroit City FC back in 2019. Scored a goal during his time. Carmona lined up. Raffanello lined up. Let's see. Carmona's got the look like he's going to take it. And he does, and sends it through, and Nate Steinwasser is there to make the grab. I think Carmona would tell you first that that was not his best effort.
That is exactly correct. He did not get all that, skimmed over the top of it, skipped easily around the wall. Nate Steinwasser saw it all the way. If all free kicks against him could be that easy, he'll take it.
Bryant flicked that one ahead, but the flag is up. So says Jacob Little on that far touchline. So we are into the 90th minute.
And I think we're going to have about 6 minutes of stoppage time here, Neil. So it's going to be hang on time for Detroit City FC.
Bryant flicks it ahead onto Ahene and Billy Forbes up top. Lay Diop recovers and goes to Atuahene. It's 2v2 and Bryant's up. It's 3v2. Atuahene makes his move into the 18. His cross. It's an own goal. The Detroit City FC will take a 2-0 lead. And it's looking like Detroit City FC will take 3 points.
First, Atuahene scores the go-ahead goal. Then he sends it across for what would end up being the own goal. That's a heck of a performance from the substitute. And it doesn't matter how they go in, it matters that they go in, partner. And Atuahene made this happen by beating his man. A great cross.
Boy, and your heart has to break for Monzon in that situation, because he's been pretty good here tonight.
And the thing is, that's a lose-lose proposition for Monzon.
Right.
Because Billy Forbes is going to get on the end of that ball. He was in position. So Monzon had to go for it. It was one of those all-or-nothing, sellout kind of plays. You're hoping that you direct it over top the goal or to the side of the goal. Instead, you direct it into the goal. And it's 3 points for DCFC. And frankly, that is unkind to Marcucci. And Marcucci picked up a yellow card.
And as always, stoppage time presented by Brew Detroit. Always true to the craft. So Detroit City FC looking like they will get the 3 points here today. And people will see the 2-0 score line, but if you're just looking at the score line, you don't know the full story here today.
New York Red Bulls played very hard for 80 minutes. Finally undone by a great effort by Atuahene.
This Red Bulls 2 side coming off that draw against Tampa Bay Rowdies last week.
They played very well.
Looks like they put some things together.
Maybe finally they'll have a little bit of lineup consistency, see what they can do, try to march up the table a little bit. It's a bit of an unkind cut for them. They played very well, stymied City for a very long time.
That ball sent into the box. Matt Lewis watches that one go over the line. Goal kick coming up for Nate Steinwasser.
You know, and with respect to what Louisville City is doing, and I know what I'm about to say is because you have a team in Louisville City that is still unbeaten in the division and unbeaten in the U.S. Open Cup because they've advanced to play Detroit City. But fans of DCFC should not sleep on what is happening here. You don't see unbeaten runs of 9 matches all that often. It's a special ride they're on. And they have, you know, when at the beginning of this season, the projection was that DCFC would have to fight for the entire year for a playoff spot, and you are in 3rd place in the division and picking up another 3 points.
Here's Forbes with it inside the 18. Forbes trying to chip it through.
It's just a testament to what Trevor James has built. Now, I think a lot of what DCFC will be able to do going forward is going to depend on, frankly, some of the injury prognosis of 2 of the players that we saw go down today in Pato and Openo.
And that throw-in will go to Red Bulls 2 as the train makes its way across. Just the single engine today.
Well, but the Canadian National still wanted to be involved. He's going to stop and have a watch.
Harper, he absolutely is.
That's a free
through.
ticket out there behind the scoreboard.
And that ball is sent out towards the Canadian National.
Well, if you're going to stop and watch, we're going to get you involved.
So they announce the attendance. Just a tick under 7,000 here in the building today at historic Keyworth Stadium. 6,973 to be exact. So I'm just going to call it 7,000. I think that's fair.
We can call it 7,000. Well, actually, 7,000.
The Canadian National guys there.
Yeah,
that's sitting there watching it on the train. That counts.
I believe that counts. They're high enough they can see in. That counts.
Stephen Carroll sends that one back to Nate Steinwasser, just pings it out towards midfield. Bryant comes across, and Michael Bryant took one in the head again. But I'll tell you what, Michael Bryant's impact on this match certainly is not understated here today. Had to come in, Antoine Openo with the hamstring issue. A guy that's been in the middle of everything, and all Bryant did was come off the bench cold, as a matter of fact, and jump into this match and play very, very well.
Well, all 3 of the subs did. Forbes came in. He was the man that was going to be on the end of the Atuahene cross. Bryant came in. When it is not a planned change, you know, where you get ready as a player and you know you're probably going to go in on 65 minutes because that's when Trevor James likes to make a lot of subs. When you got to get up cold, get in and go because of not 1 but 2 injuries, and then Forbes coming in as a response to part of that, that says an awful lot about the character of your club. You know, when Trevor James told us, he said, one of the things that's special about this team right now and the run that they're on, they don't want to let each other down. They're playing for each other. And it's, in this case, it's the next men up that have really stolen the show here today for DCFC.
Carmona with it on that left wing. Connor Rutz and Reese Williams, though, just not getting him any kind of angle to work with. Conte. Nate Steinwasser makes that grab, and it can't be long now. Detroit City FC will scoop up 3 points here this afternoon. There is the final whistle. And the party keeps on rolling. Detroit City FC picks up 3 more. They get the win 2-0 over New York Red Bulls 2.
Well, Neil Rule unbeaten in 9 for Detroit City FC. Gritty performance, not the prettiest performance, but it's 3 points all the same, and it's a day for the subs to really shine.
Speaking of the subs, one of them today is the man of the match. Francis Atuahene came in, and he gave Detroit City FC the game winner. And as a matter of fact, that game winner is tonight's shot of the match, presented by Tullamore Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time, and it was Atuahene time when Detroit City FC needed it most.
Reese Williams with a beautiful ball in, and Atuahene makes a great run, beats his man, and pokes it past Marcucci and sends Keyworth Stadium into rapturous applause for a well-earned 3 points.
So Francis Atuahene and the gang get the 2-0 win here today as they look to keep pace in the USL Championship Eastern Conference table. So everybody going home happy here today. 2-0 Detroit City FC gets the win. We'll come back and wrap this thing up. This is USL Championship Soccer.
DTE Energy customers can get their share of huge lifetime energy cost savings. How? By using our website. The Oslin's new programmable thermostat saved them a bundle, and their new efficient furnace earned them a hefty rebate. All over Michigan, people like the Oslins are saving. Why not you? There are always new ways to save at dteenergy.com/saveenergy. DTE Energy.
I am American Home Fitness.
I'm American Home Fitness.
I am American Home Fitness. We are American Home Fitness.
Come to any American Home Fitness location for the hottest deals on the latest fitness equipment and accessories. American Home Fitness, Michigan's home for fitness and the official fitness equipment provider of the Detroit City Football Club.
Welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium. Still buzzing. DCFC picks up the 2-0 win. Couple of late goals is the difference for DCFC as we take a look at the highlights from today's action. And John, when you're the road team, certainly when you come into Keyworth, the margin of error is very small. And New York Red Bulls had a very good opportunity to take the lead in the second half of this match.
What a volley, a lash there, going for the top corner, and the post denies them, and you wondered if they would get another chance like that. They didn't. And then in the 82nd minute, here we go. First off, the play out wide. That was a great job by Bryant to spring it, and here comes the service into Atuahene for our shot of the match, and City takes the 1-0 lead. And then an unkind cut against the goalkeeper, Marcucci, who will see his goals against average go up, and it really is not his fault. Some rough play in midfield, and City able to, again, with Atuahene go forward. Atuahene beats his man, gets a good angle to send service across. Forbes was there, and the own goal from Monzon. And that is a scoreline I don't think that tells the whole story, Neil Rule.
It does not, but I'll tell you where it does tell the whole story, in the stat column, because 3 points going to Detroit City FC. New York Red Bulls 2 with 3 shots on target to DCFC's 2, but in the end, 2-0 is the final score, John. And as we said, the train just keeps on rolling.
You know what? And this is the part of the schedule where DCFC need to get points. You have a situation where They're going against part of the weaker part of the schedule. They've picked up points when they needed to. It'll give them a cushion as they head into some of their tougher matches here in about a month.
Absolutely. So that will about wrap things up here from Keyworth. There was some carnage here today, however, as Pato on the crutches as he makes his way out. Antoine Openo went out of this game with an apparent hamstring issue. But in the end, Detroit City FC did what they had to do. They came through, and Francis Atuahene off the bench provided the difference on route to that 2-0 win. DCFC will be at FC Tulsa next Saturday at 8:30 from a broadcast partner, John Krieger, and my entire crew. My name is Neil Rule. DCFC with a 2-0 win. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.